OMFG. Hello, Kelly.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I am the bomb.com right now.
Love that for you.
Amazeballs.
Amazeballs. Welcome to So You Think You're Iconic, the movie podcast where we're having an amazeballs time.
Yes, we are. OMG.
Your balls are amazing. Love that for you. Uh, how was your week, Kelly?
It was pretty good. I mean, I did a lot of, well, I kind of did some socializing this week.
I did too. Oh my gosh.
I saw one of my friends over the weekend. We literally just like hung out with the dogs, took them for a walk, got a drink afterward, and then like that was it. I'm like, I've
You got
met my
alcohol without me?
no, not that kind of drink, like
Oh.
a regular drink. No, yeah. Then that was like all of the socializing that I wanted to do this week.
Oh my gosh, did I tell you that on Friday?
Uh-huh.
Friday, I had a random craving for a frozen margarita.
Really?
I don't
Did you get
crave
one?
no, I
Oh, okay.
don't crave alcohol. So I don't
No.
know why that happened. It was very weird.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder why.
Not
Is
like
it is
me.
it like is it like the McDonald's craving, but like better? Because it's not McDonald's.
It's not yeah, that's exactly what it is. As for me, I got my work computer finally.
Oh yeah, good for
I got
you.
it on Friday. I set it up. So I think maybe
So now you actually have
this
to
week
work.
I'll start work. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? It's just a fun time of like guessing. Like, let's see what's gonna happen today.
We love the unknown.
Mostly it's nothing, but we'll see. Yeah, and then I also did some socializing. Yesterday
Let's
I went to
go.
go see the Bob's Burgers movie. It was cute.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and then went to Fuddruckers.
Dude, I still haven't been there in
And
years.
we got a burger because we were like, what do we want to eat? And I was like, let's go get a burger.
Yum.
We invited Kelly to come. She didn't come because she hates us.
Oh my gosh, I don't hate you guys.
No, she had something to do. But she could have blew it off. She could have come.
Y'all. I'll go next time. I'll go next time. I
the
literally went last time.
the next movie I'm going to go see is Jurassic World.
Ooh,
I think
oh,
I
I'm
think
down.
I think that's the next one
I'm down.
that's like coming out. Or does that Buzz Lightyear movie come out first? I'm debating on whether or not I want to go see that.
Oh, I don't know if I want to see it.
Yeah, it's a toss up. I'll wait for the reviews.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to like go outside, walk,
See other
see
people.
other people, um, kind of eat at a restaurant, even though we just took our food outside and ate outside.
I mean, sometimes that's just good too.
Because like I don't want to really eat inside right now, but
Mm.
yeah, but it was fun. I got to like do something with another person that doesn't live in my house. It was great. Also, tomorrow is Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yay.
I don't.
Yeah.
I get a day off of work. That's
That's not even exciting for me because I don't work on
Kelly
Mondays.
already has Mondays off, so it sucks for her.
Yeah.
But I weird. I don't. So I get a 4-day week this week.
Yay.
Yay!
I'm so happy for
And I
you.
get paid on Friday. So like, what are we doing next weekend?
Oh, you
what
get paid
what
on
what are
Friday.
we doing next weekend? I kind of need to go shopping for stuff for the trip. So like, if you want to go shopping, we can go shopping.
Ah, dude. That's exciting.
But I'm so excited to get my first paycheck. Can't wait.
I'm excited for you.
I can't wait to see
And
what
so
it.
is your bank account.
Yeah, oh, girl.
The man
Oh,
who never turns down food.
it's no. If I want food, I'm gonna get some food. If you learn anything about me, it's
Yeah.
that
Yeah, I could suggest Taco
I
Bell. I
I
could
always have
suggest,
money for food.
yeah, Panera. We're going.
I could have 35 cents in my bank account. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go eat. I have 2 credit cards. I'll go eat.
Why not?
I don't care. But yeah, otherwise pretty boring week because I don't do anything at work. I just sit at
Yeah,
my computer and then watch TV.
I get that. Yeah.
So yeah. Um, but Kelly,
Yes.
I think it's time
Is it? Have we
that
stalled long enough?
I think it's time that we start talking about a very interesting movie.
Very interesting.
You know, the
Hannah Montana
millennial
too.
the millennial miscongeniality. The
Oh,
let's just
let's
get
just,
into it
yeah, let's
because
just do it.
I have a lot of thoughts. A lot
Yes.
of thoughts. Oh, so our movie, it starts off with Molly Morris and
Did
her.
we tell him what it was?
Oh, did we?
I don't think so.
I just wanted to get started.
Yeah, we just want to get started real quick.
The name of this movie is So Undercover,
Yes.
starring Miley Cyrus,
Yeah.
Queen. Um, yeah. So
Yeah.
our movie starts off with Molly Morris and her private investigator father spying on a senator, and Molly gets caught.
How she didn't get caught from the get-go
Wow.
is amazing.
Yeah, very weird. She gets caught, and so the senator chases her to like the roof of the hotel and demands that she gives the photos back that she took of him having a menage a trois.
Mhm.
And he's like, I hate you paparazzis. And she's not a
She's
paparazzi though.
not.
So that makes her very upset. And she like whips him and then
Yes.
runs away. Um, Molly is then at a diner taking photos of a cheating trucker when she's approached by a man named Armin Ranford, who is a FBI agent. He recruits her to go to a college and befriend a girl named Alex Patrone, whose father was money laundering for like the Irish mob or something like that.
Ooh.
He tells her that the FBI thinks that someone was planted in her life to like kill her if her father speaks or something like that.
It was
And so
interesting.
they need her to find out who it is.
Mm-hmm.
And he offers her $15,000, but she declines.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. Also, didn't know the FBI was contracting.
Exactly. I'll take 15.
All I have to do is watch this girl. Yeah,
right.
I'll do it.
Right.
Yeah, it's but she doesn't want to do it. She has a moral high ground.
I don't.
Same. I'll do whatever you want.
I got debt to pay off.
$15,000 is like a third of my annual salary. Like I'll do
Bro,
it.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. And so when Molly gets home that night, she sees that her father, who has a gambling problem, went to a horse race and lost $17,000. How do you lose that much money in one day?
This is why I don't gamble.
Once you hit 1,000, don't you like, I'm done?
Right.
17. That is so much money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could buy a car with $17,000.
A pretty nice car.
A pretty nice car.
Yeah.
Like I've never had gambling problems. The one time I gambled, I gained like, I think I won like $10.
Okay.
But after that, I was like, cool, I'm done.
Yeah, you're done.
I was like, it's probably not going to get any better than this. I'm done.
Yeah, no. Yeah, if I ever gambled, even like if I lost like
if I lose more than let's say $30.
Yeah, I was about to say I was at like 25.
It's probably lower than that. Probably if I lose more than $20, I'm giving up. But yeah, sure. 30 is the max. If I lose more than $30, I'm done. Like I'm not playing anymore.
Right. No, it's just a losing streak. It's chance. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not doing that. Yeah, and so she then calls Armin because
that money do be looking good now.
Yeah, that 15,000 is looking mighty fine right now. And she agrees to help look after Alex and find the person in Alex's life that could kill her. But she has a stipulation.
Yes.
She wants $20,000 instead.
I love that she asked for the extra cushion because that's smart.
Yeah, that is smart.
It's very smart.
And so they meet at a airplane hangar. I think that's what that was.
Yeah, it kind of looked like one.
And Molly is told her cover, which is that she is a transfer student from the University of Hawaii, so that she can be in Alex's sorority without having to like pledge and potentially not even getting in. And her new name is Brooke Stonebridge, and she hates that name. They keep joking that it sounds like a retirement community, and I'm like, sure.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess.
I guess
It wasn't funny enough.
it wasn't that funny for them to
Yeah.
constantly bring it up. But
It was okay the first time.
The first time, and then they just kept mentioning
going.
it. And I was like, okay. And so inside the hangar, Molly gets a makeover, taught like girly lingo that we mentioned like at the beginning of this movie,
Yes.
like at this podcast, like amazeballs, bomb.com.
Was Amazeballs ever a thing?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
That
Like I was thinking back, I'm like, when this movie came out, I'm like, I never said Amazeballs.
No one said amazeballs. And then she's given a like rundown of like all the girls in the sorority, and then she's given a new car that she hates before heading off to the University of Louisiana. That was a very weird product placement, because she was like bagging on the car.
Yeah.
He was like, your new Volkswagen EO. And she was like, this is the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
She's like, I'd rather be caught dead.
Yeah.
Than drive this car.
I was like, wow, that's very inventive.
I know, somebody
marketing.
Approved this. So like is this reverse psychology?
Like Volkswagen approved this.
Yeah,
like wow. And so
like, we're gonna get them with this one.
Yeah. They're not gonna see this coming. And so when Molly arrives at the Kappa Kappa Zeta house, she sees one of the girls, Cotton, arguing with her asshole boyfriend Cameron, and steps
Why was her
in.
name Cotton?
We'll talk about her mother's name later. Actually, all of these girls have weird names.
They
do.
We'll
talk about it later. And so, her name is Brooke to all these girls. I'm just gonna continue to call her Molly. It's too hard to switch back and forth.
Yeah.
And so Molly steps in, which upsets both Cotton and Cameron, because he's a senator's son and you can't be rude.
You can't talk to me like that.
Yeah. And Cotton's not the brightest either, so
she's not.
So she doesn't understand that Cameron literally was calling her the dumbest fucking idiot he's ever met.
Yes.
He was like, you're an insipid idiot. And she was like, what does that mean? Like, even if she didn't understand what insipid meant, which she didn't.
Yeah, she did not.
He called her an idiot and she just looked over it.
Yeah. Like, you could have at least grasped onto idiot.
To the one word you did know.
Exactly.
Bad. And so, yeah, Cotton's really upset with Molly for like stepping up for her. Inside the house, Molly is greeted by the head of the sorority, Sasha, and is told all the rules of the house and this long backstory about how Sasha is older because she spent 3 years modeling in Croatia before she came to the University of Louisiana.
Right. Right.
But
like, that checks out.
But, whatever. Right before Molly sees Alex come in, and she pretends like they went to the same camp when they were younger, but Alex is like, I don't remember you.
No. Also, would anybody remember the chant that you did at a like kids camp you went to one time?
No. And I went to a camp where all we did, I mean, I would, because I went to a camp where literally all we did was sing the same songs that we sing at church. So
true.
Well, not at my church. I went to a black church, but
there's spice there.
But like at my religious high school and middle school, we sang these songs, so I knew the songs.
You knew them, yeah.
But yeah, Molly learned this song somehow, and
well, it's not even a song. It's like a
chant.
A chant? I want to say a chant.
Did she find this online? Like, how did she
right
get this chant? But yeah, and so Molly's trying to like weasel her way into Alex, become besties.
I love how that was her angle.
That was her angle. We went to camp together, but you don't remember me.
Right. Like, that's not suspicious. Just become new friends with her.
Yeah, after this weird interaction, Molly is introduced to her roommate Becky, who is British for some reason, and Molly gets along with her.
I totally forgot that like Kelly Osbourne was going to be in this movie.
I didn't know she was going to be in it at all, and so when I saw it, I was like, why do you look familiar? And then I looked up and I was like, oh,
they show her name at the beginning.
They do?
Yeah. Like they roll through the names of who's in this movie.
I was kind of just rocking along to the song.
Oh, to the song, yeah. Like, that's fair.
Way. Oh, no. Yeah, I was having fun. That's what you got to do with these movies, Kelly. You have to have fun.
True.
And so Molly loves her because she's like not a traditional sorority girl. She's like sarcastic and probably not into makeup and boys. And
oh my goodness.
And she's only a Kappa because her mom is a legacy. And she
I don't even know what that means.
She like explicitly, I think that means like she was in a sorority.
No idea.
I think that's what a legacy is, right?
Could be.
I've seen Pitch Perfect.
I've seen Legally Blonde.
I've seen Legally Blonde. I've seen Boys in the Hood. Do you get that reference? Please tell me you got that reference. Yes, thank you. Okay. While on campus, Molly fawns over a guy over his motorcycle. His name is Nicholas. And when she realizes that her knowing about motorcycles won't help with her cover, she starts to like play dumb. But
Which was dumb.
But it was already too late.
Yeah, it was way too late. Now you're backtracking.
It was bad. We then cut to a scene of the girls getting ready for like a party or something. I don't remember what it was called.
Wasn't it one of those ceremonies?
It's like a candlelight visual.
Yeah, they're like summoning something. I don't know.
You know how
everyone's in white dresses.
You know how all those sorority girls love a virgin sacrifice.
Yeah, there's candles. There's a virgin sacrifice. She doesn't know it yet, but it was in the papers she signed.
It's a typical Friday night.
Yeah, you know.
And so, all the girls start to play a game called "What Do You Want More Than Anything in the World?" And that's the lamest game ever.
It really is.
But two girls named Hunter and Taylor talk about how they want to be rich and famous and then have pearl white Bentleys. But then they call on Molly and she says she wants a custom. Look.
Yeah, look.
This could be wrong. This could be completely wrong.
It probably is.
But from my understanding, she wanted a custom pistol and a custom motorcycle. That's what I got out of the words she said.
Yes. There were very technical words in there that I feel like were thrown in.
Yeah.
To make it seem like she knew what she was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But is there a gun person listening right now? Anybody who knows their guns?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know, please, because I know you can customize guns, but no knowledge.
No knowledge at all. No thoughts, just vibes. No thoughts.
The motorcycle stuff made sense.
Also, I don't do guns, so I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, and so like everyone looks at her as confused as I would have. Exactly. And so she says she also wants a pearl white Bentley, and so they just go back to doing their makeup.
Also, can I just say, if I was ever in a sorority, which I never would have been, I would never use like a makeup room like that.
Did your school even have sororities?
No.
Mine did. And I only found that out like my senior year because like I was sitting in my like public relations class next to a group of girls who were in a sorority. And I was like, we have sororities?
I know Berkeley does.
I didn't know shit about my campus.
Yeah, I don't think you know anything. Every time something comes up, I feel like you're surprised.
I was surprised at everything. My first day, the guy I sat next to was on our baseball team. And I was like, we have a baseball team?
Oh, jeez.
I knew we had like a basketball team and a football team, but I was like, we have a baseball field here?
In San Francisco?
In San Francisco.
Y'all got space for that?
We don't have space for that.
No. This isn't Princess Diaries.
I was so confused. I was like, baseball?
Where?
But that's a story for another day. And so, yeah, back to this party, this makeup party or whatever they were doing.
The pre-ritual.
Yeah. After like they start ignoring Molly again because she mentioned the pearl white Bentley. Some of the girls start mentioning that their stuff is missing. Hunter says that her makeup is missing, and Taylor says that her quote neck massager is missing.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. She's like, someone took my neck massager.
But neck
massager.
But neck massager.
You got to get them kinks out.
Yes. No. No, I can't even get that out of my head. I'm sorry.
And so Molly wanting to bond with Alex. Why did I write Brooke? Oh, that's her fake name.
See how confusing it is?
Yeah, it's very confusing. Molly talks to her about her necklace, and then they start talking about like the pageantry of being in a sorority, which Alex is like more and more becoming disillusioned to. After their welcome night, Molly has like set up stuffed bear cameras around, and they're the most obvious cameras I've ever seen in my, like one of their eyes is red and blinking. I'm like, you're telling me
nobody noticed.
No one noticed that. There's like 50 girls in this house and none of them noticed a blinking like light coming out of the bear.
Even in your peripheral, you would have seen it.
Yeah, like no one came in like late at night with all the lights turned off. It was like, what is that?
Exactly.
Where's your house mother? You don't have a house mother?
Right.
Or is Sasha also your house mother?
She can't be, right?
Like she can't do classes and run this house. Like there's no way.
There's no way.
But yeah. Back to the party because some shit's about to go down. So Alex is talking to Molly or whatever, and then they start singing like their sorority song,
I guess,
whatever, when Molly sees what she thinks is a gun come up behind Alex, and so she tackles her, knocking over a candle, causing
a fire.
Which Cotton, dear sweet Cotton, she gets so just like enamored with it. She's like, what a pretty fire. It's like starts like walking towards it, and Sasha has to like rip her away.
Sasha's like, Cotton, please.
Please, we can't do this today. You've burnt yourself too many times. And so yeah, this causes sprinklers to go off and girls can't get their hair wet, so everyone's upset at Molly. And so
everyone's so pissed for no reason.
So pissed. Yeah, Molly's like, I thought I saw a gun, and they were like, no, it was just like this frat guys like trying to play a joke on us.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're still very upset at her for that. Sucks for her. One day after or before class, Molly notices Alex and Nick are friends, and so she like keeps a little eye on them. And after class, Alex sees her roommate from the year before, and she's like, hi, and the girl ignores her.
Yes. And
so she's like, that was rude. And so Molly mentions, she's like, oh, she's probably just trying to hide her affair. And Alex is like, what affair? What? She's like, yeah, she's obviously having an affair with that professor over there that she's walking with. Which, like, it was kind of obvious. Like, yeah. I consider myself a highly perceptive person.
Yes, so he's an FBI girly.
So I would have noticed it. But like to the untrained eye, I could see how you wouldn't have noticed that. Even though they were like, they were not holding hands. They were like,
but they were too close.
They were interlocking arms.
Yeah, that's not normal.
It's not normal. And so then they noticed it. They're like, oh yeah, but like we're adults, so like there's nothing we can do about it. Right. And so one night while watching her surveillance cameras, she's just looking at cameras.
Yeah, she does this very regularly, by the way.
She does it a lot. Molly learns from Becky that she's a finance major, and she has a teacher that makes her handwrite all of their financial records for class, which is insane.
It's a lot.
Like accounting ledgers, like that's a lot to handwrite. And then if you fuck up, like you have to go back, like
you have
how
to go
many
back.
pages?
Yeah, that it takes a lot of time and attention.
Yeah,
let's just say that
I've taken 2 accounting classes. If I had to handwrite all of my accounting shit, I would have failed. Like that, no way. Yeah, and so also while she's watching the cameras, Molly sees Alex leave her room, so she sneaks in, searches around under her bed,
as you would.
Under her bed, she finds dog toys, which is weird because Alex doesn't have a dog. And then she goes searching through Alex's underwear when Taylor walks in.
How she got away with this, I don't know.
Yeah, and so to get away with this, she says that she's borrowing some of Alex's underwear, and then also so that she can like distract Taylor, she's like, I've heard since you've been like retaining water, you should drink brandy. It'll like stop all of your bloating. And this works.
It does.
Taylor's like, oh, okay, thank you.
It's like, perfect. I haven't tried that before.
Yeah. It works. Love that. It
does. Yes.
And then after Molly leaves the room, she gets a call from Armin and goes to meet him. When they meet up, Armin asks if Molly has any updates, and she's like, nah, no one in the house seems dangerous. They're all pretty dumb. Essentially. And he gives her like a newspaper showing that the woman that helped Molly with her makeover was killed. Why? We never know. I can tell you that right now. It makes no sense why they would kill her, and it makes no sense. That
there's no
Molly would need to know that information. Yeah. Like it literally makes no sense. And so I guess this like makes Molly want to work harder or something.
I guess it puts pressure on her somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow. How the mob people would even know about this woman. Like it makes no sense. But we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna roll.
And so he tells her that she needs to find the person in Alex's life who isn't who they say they are. And if Alex is helping her father hide a bargaining chip, like ledgers or accounting papers or something like that. And so late one night, Molly is awoken by Cotton banging pots, and she pulls a gun out on her with same. Yeah. Don't do that to me. No. Like I would punch you in the face.
I don't get no sleep because of y'all.
Y'all not gonna get no sleep because of me. Yeah, and so when Molly realizes it's Cotton, she says the gun is fake, and Cotton grabs it. It's before you get it, Brooke.
That's how bad things happen, guys.
Yeah, don't do that.
Do not.
She says she's gonna bust a cat in her ass, in which Becky tells her that's not the saying, and it distracts Cotton long enough for Molly to take the gun back.
Oh, jeez.
And then Molly is told that it's PJ party night. And Becky explains that it's a night where all the girls go to a frat party without showering or changing. So all the girls wake up early so that they can shower and change so that they don't look like they showered or changed. It makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Like you're going to a frat party, you don't need to clean yourself up.
Yeah.
You really don't.
It's literally frat guys. They literally do not care.
They're not cleaning up for you. You don't need to clean up for them.
They're not. They probably haven't showered in the last 3 days anyway. So.
Yeah, and honestly, they got dressed. I will say that the frat guys probably got dressed because otherwise it would just be a bunch of guys in their underwear.
That's true.
So don't put too much effort.
There's no effort. Yeah.
No effort is needed. At the party, Cameron and Cotton get into another fight, and Molly goes to like comfort Cotton, but Cotton foolishly thinks that Cameron wants to marry her and goes after him.
Oh my gosh, Cotton, my dear friend.
We need to have a talk about Cotton. Also, Taylor might be a psychopath because she admits to a drunk hunter that she thinks about killing her often.
Yeah. Because she's so pretty.
Because she's so pretty.
Yeah.
She's like, She's like, "You're so pretty. I think about killing you a
All
lot."
the time. Yeah, all the time.
And Hunter's just like, "That's so sweet," because she's
Like,
drunk.
yeah, like, girl, no, run.
Run. Nick and Molly start talking, and he invites her to go to a jazz band, but she's like, "No, I hate the French." Which jazz and French aren't
They're not the
synonymous with each
same.
other.
They're not the
But
same.
okay. The next day, Molly sees Alex talking to their professor and meets up with Armin to tell him about all of her suspects. They are the professor, Sasha, and Nick, who she obviously has a crush on.
Yeah, not Nick.
Not Nick. Armin tells her to go out with him to get intel on him and to keep an eye on Sasha while he looks into the professor. Molly has a quote chance encounter with Nick.
Sure.
She literally waits for him to walk out so that he'll notice her. It's hilarious. And they're in the same class. I don't know why she had to do this.
She just needed to wait for class, literally.
Yeah. But this works because
it does.
She gets him to ask her out again, and she's like, yeah, love that for us. And so they go on their date. They like semi-connect. I don't consider it a real connection because
I don't either. She was really hostile, dude.
She was being very hostile, and then he was like spilling his guts about his life, and she wouldn't even answer basic questions.
No,
like she couldn't even lie. Like she
couldn't.
She just like was dodging questions. It was
like that whole thing was just
a mess.
Good. Yeah, it was a mess.
And then after he walks her home, they kiss. But Molly's like, "You better not be a killer." And he's like, I'm not.
He's like, I'm not actually.
I'm not. But thank you for like checking. Smart girl.
Yeah,
Head
smart.
pat.
Right.
Good for you. Have a good night. And so when Molly gets to her room, Taylor bursts in to show her and Becky the new like Crawdad plushes for something called Lafitte Cup, which I guess is like a sorority fundraising event or something.
Seems like it.
Whoever sells the most gets the Lafitte Cup, and it's like the best sorority of the year, even though it's like fall.
The school year just started.
But yeah. And so Becky then like kicks Taylor out because Becky was asleep, and Taylor just bursts into their room. And the next morning, Taylor also thanks Molly for the brandy tip
because it's working.
It's working. She's feeling much better, which I wonder why.
I know, right? No kidding.
And the next morning, before the fundraiser, I can speak, I swear.
Can you?
The next morning before the fundraiser, Sasha has all the girls huddle up and ask for ideas on how to get people more excited about the dolls. And Cotton says that they should give away some of her homemade mace, and all of the girls immediately shut her down.
As they should.
When Molly goes over to comfort Cotton, Cotton tells Molly that she's a chemistry major. And that's why she made her own. That's how she can make her own mace, which is shocking to all of us.
It is.
And she wants to be a perfumer, which makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
And the other girls were just upset because Cotton's last formula of the mace burnt holes in leather purses.
Like, girl, what are you putting in there?
What are you putting in? Like sulfuric acid?
Right. That clearly does not go in there.
It is not easy to burn leather.
It's not.
Don't know what you were doing. And then she like gives Molly a can of her mace. It's like, be careful with it.
She's like, this is my perfected version. And then like Molly walks away and she's like, I think.
The Kappas aren't really selling any dolls. And it gets worse when I had to like look this up. The Alpha Lambda Alphas begin their car wash, and the Kappas begin to slut shame them, even though they're fully clothed.
Yes.
Like they're fully clothed.
Yeah.
And they're like, look at those harlots.
It's
washing cars.
It's literally the fact that they're just doing better.
They're just doing better than them. They're like those easy alpha girls, is what they call
Oh my
them a
God.
lot in this movie.
Yes.
And I'm like, what's so easy about them?
Right. They
Like
know
they're
how to run their business.
like their shorts are
Ooh.
the same length as yours.
Right.
The only thing that's happening is like their bra straps are showing.
Right.
Is that the
And now they're wet.
and they're
Ooh.
wet. Ooh, so scandalous.
Ooh.
When Molly sees Alex's old roommate, she gets an idea to help them sell all of the dolls so that they can win the Lafitte Cup. Sometime later, Molly follows around the girl and the professor and gets pictures of their affair and blackmails the man, Dr. Milton, into buying all of the dolls. And Molly becomes super popular with all the girls, which upsets Sasha.
Yes, it does.
Let me talk about these photos. These were some of the most staged photos I've ever seen in my entire life.
They really were.
Like these looked like Instagram quote unquote candid photos you would see today.
Yes.
They were really bad. And then it also points to the fact that they were not trying to hide this affair very well.
No, they were not.
At all.
They were begging to be caught.
They were begging to be caught because they were like making out in public, like on campus in public.
Yes.
And then Molly got pictures of them at like a hotel room, which means they like just left their window open while they were having sex.
Bro,
that you deserve to be caught.
You really do. If you're gonna play dumb,
if you're gonna play dumb games, you get dumb prizes.
Exactly.
Moral of the story: cheat better.
Yeah.
I mean, don't cheat.
Don't.
But if you are gonna cheat, cheat better.
The moral of the story is don't cheat.
Don't cheat badly.
Two different messages going out right now.
I'm kidding. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Don't do that.
Just leave.
That's gross. Later, Sasha comes into Brooke's room and thanks her for all she's done and gives her a bracelet as a thank you.
Cute.
I don't know if it's the next morning, the same morning.
It seems like the next morning to me.
I'll say the next morning.
Okay.
At breakfast, Cotton sees the bracelet and she's like, "That's mine." But Molly's like, No. Sasha gave it to me. And then she asked Sasha to come over, and Sasha's like, "I have no idea what she's talking about."
Yeah, I've never seen that in my life.
And then she was like, "Doesn't that say your mom's name, Mother Green Earth, on it?" That is Cotton's mother's name.
Yes.
Mother Green Earth.
Yes.
Wow. And they come up with an excuse in the script, which doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Where they're like, "My mother is Native American," even though she doesn't say it correctly. She calls her Indian.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's not even the correct.
Right. Like, I get that you're that character that's not supposed to be smart, but they should have made you smart on this subject.
Yeah. Otherwise, it just doesn't work.
It does not.
And so, yeah. And so then Molly starts to get blamed for all of the stuff that's missing in the house. And they go into Molly's. Why did I write Brooke? And they go into Molly's room and they find all the missing stuff, including Taylor's missing neck massager. And she says, "You better not have used it," which I hope not.
Yeah, no. Also, how did they not find her other stuff? Like Molly's hidden stuff.
I don't know. Because she had like guns in there.
Exactly. She has a full suitcase of like
passports,
instruments. Yeah.
But they find the missing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so Sasha calls for a hearing and tells Molly that she might get kicked out of the house. That night, Molly calls her dad to do a background check on Sasha, and he finds nothing. But she does learn that her dad has been going to meetings. I don't know if there's Gambling Anonymous. Is that what it would be called?
Yes.
Right? Sure. He's going to GA meetings.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
The next day, Molly breaks into Sasha's room while she's on a run and finds Sasha's high school yearbook, because we all carry those around everywhere we go.
Of course. I took all of mine to college with me.
I don't even have mine. Like someone from our class has mine. Like, I don't have mine.
Oh, really?
I mean, I got one,
Yeah, but you just don't.
Years later, but it's empty. Like there's nothing in
Oh,
it.
there's nothing in it. Yeah.
Mine is gone. I've never
Yeah,
seen
yours
that thing again.
personally.
But yeah, it's like on our like bookcase. Like I don't touch it. Like
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not carrying it around to college with me. When I'm like, how old would Sasha be? Like 24 at this point?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm not carrying
No,
it
yeah,
around.
no. I didn't, even as like a freshman going into college, I never wanted to touch anything from high school ever again.
No. Yeah, and so Molly shows Becky that Sasha changed her name and used to look very, very different.
Very different.
When Sasha returns, Brooke confronts her about not ever being a model and that she used to work at Taco Bell before she got I almost said an internship. That's not right.
That's not right.
What is it called? A scholarship.
Yes.
There
yes,
we go.
An internship. You were going the right direction.
I was going the right direction. I just went a little too far.
Yeah.
A little too far in the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And so the two come up with a compromise. At the at the disciplinary hearing, Sasha admits that she's stole all the stuff, and Brooke helps paint Sasha's kleptomania as a disease, and everyone like immediately forgives her.
Yeah.
But they were gonna like
murder
Molly.
Yeah.
But whatever. After the hearing, Alex runs out and Molly follows her. Until Alex ends up at a house at a swamp and sees Alex with Professor Talloway and his pet alligator.
Get out of my swamp.
Yeah. What are you doing
in my swamp?
Yeah. Alex is at a swamp. Not with Shrek. Not with Shrek though.
Not with Shrek though.
Yeah, and she sees him with Professor. Molly sees her with Professor Talloway. Yay, fun. Yay. When Molly meets with Armin, he gives her a file on Nick, whose real name is Patrick, and he's like a professional hitman or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Molly's like, no, it can't be him.
That can't be true.
I think it's the professor. And Armin is like, nah, she's just hitting it and quitting it. That's all that's happening. With him, it's Patrick. Got to keep an eye on Patrick.
Yes, this is Patrick.
This is Patrick. We're so dumb.
This is Patrick.
It's getting late, y'all.
It is. I'm sorry.
And so the night that the Kappas win the Lafitte Cup, because Molly blackmailed a doctor.
Yes.
Which might be a felony. I'll look into it later. Molly catches Cameron cheating on Cotton, and so she sends a picture to Cotton. Yay!
Yay!
She then notices a car go after Alex, so she takes Nick upstairs, handcuffs him to a radiator, and knocks him out before going after Alex. And then I wrote a little side bullet. Also, Cotton breaks up with Cameron. Yay!
Best thing to happen to her all movie.
Yes. Look, I'm gonna defend Cotton till the day I die.
Yes.
That is an angel.
Yeah. That's a precious angel baby
that
needs to be protected at all costs.
At all costs. When Molly gets to the house at the swamp, she goes in, finds a like file on her.
Mm-hmm.
Before she's attacked by a masked person who doesn't kill her, even though they could have.
They really could have.
And so she realizes that the person is Armin and she's been played.
No way.
Shocking. As she's leaving, she sees Professor Talloway shot in the swamp and learns that Alex does indeed have a bargaining chip. She has the accounting ledgers for the mob. The mob has a name. I don't care.
I don't remember.
It was like the Kaslovs or something like that. I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to write that. I just wrote the mob. And so later on, Molly meets with Armin and she agrees to give him the ledgers in exchange for Alex. When Molly gets home, she is met by the FBI, and she makes a plan with them to get Alex back and catch Armin, but she needs her Kappa sisters' help.
Aw.
Sisters
Kappa
for
sisters
life.
unite.
When Molly meets with Armin, he anticipates the FBI being there because he used to be a Fed, which like Fed what?
Yeah.
Like there are many federal
There, yeah,
agencies.
there's different, yeah.
I'm gonna need to know what
There's
type of
different
Fed you are.
branches, guys.
He
Come
could have
on.
just been in the ATF. He could have just been.
Yeah, he could have.
He could have been a sheriff. Like I don't know
Yeah,
what
we don't
that
know.
means. And so yeah, he like jams their like earpiece frequency, and so somehow everyone loses track of him and Molly. That didn't make any sense. They were in an open field, but whatever.
Yeah, and like in eyesight of anybody who like stepped
Anyone.
out.
Like there were people like directly across from them. They were like, "Where's Molly?"
Right.
Oh no.
Where did she go?
And then Cotton comes up to them, and Armin pretends to be Molly's dad.
Oh,
And
Cotton.
Cotton tells Molly that she found the journals she was looking for, aka the ledgers.
Yeah.
And so she's like, "Yeah, I found them in the chapter room." And then Armin, being very rude to Cotton,
Oh yeah.
like just pretty much just pushes her out of the way.
Brushes her off, yeah.
And then they make their way to the sorority house. But ding, 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 the entire time, there's been a double setup happening.
No way.
Because Molly's dad is on a different frequency and is in her ear. Yay.
Yay.
Love that. And so Molly is put into the car with Alex and taken to the Kappa house. And when they get there, Armin locks the car and it's like, "There's an explosion in here. If anyone goes after the car, I'll blow it up."
Blow it up. Yep. Classic.
And on their way inside the house, they bump into Sasha and some other girls. Before they go in, Nick shows up and he confronts Molly about what happened the night before. When Armin attacks Molly, he tries to like fight Armin, but that lasts a good 3 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not even going to say he put up a good fight.
He didn't.
I think he was going to attempt to, and then it was just over.
It was bad. It was actually very embarrassing. I would not have been able to talk to Molly after that. And so after Nick gets knocked out, Molly wrestles Armin through a window and grabs his gun. But Armin then takes out his phone and is like, "Give me the gun or I'm going to like blow up the car." And so she gives him the gun. He blows up the car anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
He's like, "Oh, thanks. Oops. Oh yeah, also she like pepper sprays him, which is fun.
Quote unquote pepper sprays him.
She uses Cotton's pepper spray. Doesn't work.
It doesn't. Poor thing.
And so he's about to shoot Molly, but then Molly's dad comes up behind him and is like, "You thought."
Yeah. What did you think you were gonna do?
Not happening here. No boys in the chapter room. Like we can't have this. This is what happens when you bring a boy to the chapter room. Now I have to blow his brains out.
The real a sorority mother.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like immediately after Molly's dad comes out, the effects of Cotton's mace starts to inebriate Armin. Alex is then revealed to be alive because Sasha stole the car keys from Armin and got Alex out of the car. Yay. Alex then gives Molly the ledgers, which are in her necklace. And Armin is very loopy from the mace because Cotton put, oh Lord,
good luck,
Basidio mitocota fungus in it. I could have pronounced that right. I
love how you like wrong. Sped through it as fast as you could.
Yeah, I wasn't going to try to do it slowly because that would have just sounded worse.
Yeah.
I tried to look up what that is. All I could find out was that it's a mushroom. Like I couldn't find out its effects. I couldn't find out its effects on humans.
Interesting.
I couldn't find out if it was. I found out that some of it can be poisonous, so I was like, maybe that's what's going on. But yeah, Cotton put that in there. It didn't need to be in there. Doesn't need to be a maze.
No.
Armin is arrested while Molly is invited to join the FBI because they can just do that.
Do that, I guess.
But she's like, nah, I want to stay in college.
Oh, girl.
I don't want a career. I just want to stay in college. I want to be with my besties.
No.
And she uses the lectures as a bargaining chip to get her father back on his police force, which I don't know how that would work, but
yeah,
it does. Molly then introduces Nick to her dad, and all of the sorority girls walk off and like hug each other and love each other and
sisters
marry rich men one day.
Yeah.
And are slightly racist, but and grow up to be terrible human beings. But sisterhood.
Sisterhood.
I have another sorority movie we can watch after this.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Sometime later, while Molly is surveilling Cotton's new PhD quantum physics boyfriend,
yeah,
Nick comes over and taunts her for how their relationship started before they kiss. And that's the end of the movie. Okay, Kelly. I have movie facts, not that many, and not good.
Well, I wasn't expecting a lot.
So the film was released in theaters for only 13 countries worldwide.
It was released in a theater?
Yes. You want to know how much it made?
Oh, how much?
It made $2.5 million on a $15 million budget. Yikes. The movie was filmed in 2010, but it didn't come out until 2013.
Wow.
That's
a lot.
And this movie was produced by Miley's mom.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She also pretty much produced every other movie she's ever been in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But that's all I got for you.
Okay.
That's all I got.
I was expecting at least one more, but that's fine.
That's all I could scrape together. I mean, I had the 6% on Rotten Tomatoes, but if you listened last week, I mentioned that last week.
Yeah, exactly. We've done 2 6% movies back to back, so
we're waiting for the third so we can like sell our souls or whatever.
Or whatever, buy success, something.
Yeah, I'll take Taco Bell.
Ooh.
I'll do it for Taco Bell.
I love how we both immediately were like, we'll take Taco
Bell. Okay, Kelly, now it's time for the question. Is this movie iconic?
No.
I also put no, but I have a secret. I kind of liked it.
You know what? I was gonna say, like, it's dumb, but it's dumb. Funny.
But it was so funny. Some parts.
It's ridiculous, but it's funny.
Some parts legitimately had me laughing, and I was like, "Why am I laughing at this?"
I think it's because it caught me off guard. Like, I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not that.
It was so dumb.
Yeah.
But I had a fun time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was a good time.
And Cotton, my sweet baby angel. Thank you for existing in this movie.
I'm a ride for Cotton.
Yeah.
Cotton's my girl. Cotton. I'm here for her.
And Mother Green Earth.
The actress who plays Cotton is undeniably hot. But if I like met Cotton in real life, I would not be able to date her.
No.
We'd
be really good friends.
We'd be really good friends.
But that's about it.
I would protect her with my life.
Yes, exactly.
But I would be very uncomfortable dating her. I would feel like I was dating a child. I couldn't do it.
I've known Cotton for a day. But if anything happened to her, I'd kill myself and everyone in this room.
Yes. Yeah. 0.1 for Cotton. Also,
yes.
That girl from Pitch Perfect just played the same character in this movie that she did in the Pitch Perfect movie.
Yeah. You know what? They looked at her resume and they're like, you know what? She's done this before.
I think this came out before Pitch Perfect.
Did it?
It was at least filmed before Pitch Perfect.
True. When did Pitch Perfect come out? I feel like it came out
like 2013, around? But this was filmed in 2010.
2012 was Pitch Perfect.
Yep, this one came first. She just played the same character.
Yeah.
I think that's so funny.
That'd be really funny if she sent the same audition tape.
Yeah, it was like an accident. Like she accidentally.
Yeah, it's an accident. That's so funny.
But yeah, not iconic, but
Yeah.
it's a fun
It's
time.
a good time.
If you can find it somewhere for free, it's not for free anymore.
Oh, I watched it, what, Friday? No, Saturday. And it was still free.
No, I watched it for free,
Oh, yeah.
but I looked it up like yesterday, I think.
Oh, it's not anymore?
It's not anywhere.
Oh, okay.
You have to pay for it,
Interesting.
which I would not pay to watch.
No, I would not either.
This, but
Sorry, Cotton.
sorry, Cotton, love you, but there's other stuff Cotton's been
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, just go find that.
Yeah. Kelley, do you have any recommendations for this week?
I do. I have one.
Okay.
And we mentioned it last episode. It's Paradise Hills.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Paradise Hills.
Baby.
Please pay attention to the plot.
Please.
Because
it's not that hard.
Y'all be leaving these ridiculous reviews saying that you don't understand what's going on. It's not that hard.
It's not that. Pay attention.
Pay attention.
I know our attention spans have like been shot since COVID, but like
right, but
this is an hour and 30-minute movie.
Yeah, it's not even that long. It's not complicated.
It's not.
So yeah, I don't know where we went wrong, but it happened.
Yeah. Put some respect on this movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good cast.
There's no reason why the average rating on this movie on Letterboxd is 2.6. Like that makes no sense.
2.6?
Yeah.
Oh geez. Yeah, it should not be that low.
Not at all.
Y'all suck.
Please.
Anyway, yes, that is my one recommendation for this week. Paradise Hills. Please watch it. It's on Netflix.
Yes. Excellence. I have two. My first one is the Bob's Burger movie. Everyone go see it. In our theater, there was like maybe 10 people.
Oh, really?
And I know it's because like Top Gun came out this week.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Which, how y'all forget? Y'all forget shit very easily, and it's very scary. But like, y'all just let anything happen if a good quote unquote good movie comes out. Y'all just forgive.
Y'all blinded.
Y'all forgive anything. Like all of a sudden there's fan cans for Miles Teller. Y'all hated Miles Teller last week. What's going on? Tom Cruise is still in Scientology ruining people's lives. What's going on?
Make it make sense, y'all.
And y'all have been so down bad for this. What, your dog? I heard it coming up. Like, how did you not?
I thought she was downstairs.
How'd you not notice it? Kelley's going through it.
I'm losing it. Sorry, guys.
It probably doesn't help that she's home alone. Like
it doesn't. It really doesn't. That's why it freaked me out.
She's really going through it.
Yes.
But yeah, y'all are so down bad for this movie that even I considered going to see it. But then I was like, I'm not doing that.
Like, wait a minute. Who am I?
Who am I? I'm not doing that.
I'm not this person.
So yeah, didn't see it, not going to see it. I'll watch it when it comes for free on Paramount Plus in like a month or two.
True.
That way I'm not supporting it financially. But yeah, go watch the Bob's Burger movie. Great movie. Great little plot. It was cute. I didn't know it was a musical.
It's a musical?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There was like three or four songs in it, and I was like,
oh my goodness.
What? One song had me dying. Like I was literally laughing my ass off. It was so funny. And not the content that was happening, like the way the person was singing was hilarious. And so I just laughed. I might have to go watch it again. I'll see. Yeah, but my second movie recommendation, not movie. Sorry.
Second recommendation.
My second. I'm so fucking tired.
Yeah, me too.
My second recommendation is "Life Is a Highway" by Rascal Flatts. Love that song.
Life is a highway.
Like remember the material, y'all. This is an excellent song.
It's a beautiful song. What the heck?
Song. This is not their song, but they did it better.
Yeah, yes.
But yeah, go listen to that. Great. Oh, I just have to, before I like end this episode, I have to do a rant
Okay, go off.
about like this Elvis movie. This Elvis movie is
Oh.
this Elvis movie is getting on my last fucking nerve. Everything I learned about this movie makes me want to watch the movie less.
I don't
Like
think I know anything about it.
Austin Butler is getting on my last fucking nerve. Like so much. He's like he keeps talking in this and like the accent from the movie. He keeps talking like that, like in real life. And I'm like, can you please stop? Like that's not the way you talk. It's really getting on my nerves. And then
Oh yeah.
and now he's doing like this very like Oscar baity story about how when he was finished filming, he had to go to the hospital because like the role was so exhausting for him. And
What?
I was like, why are you lying? I was like, please stop lying. I was like, this will probably work, but like, don't do this, please.
Yeah.
But he's doing it anyway. And then like we all know that Elvis was a pedophile, right? Like we all know that, right? Like I'm not crazy. Like what's her name? Priscilla? Is that his ex-wife's name?
Oh, I have no idea.
She was like 14 when they met. Like please. let's please stop giving all of this like aggrandizing love to a man who not only stole material from black people but also was a pedophile. Like let's
You
just
can't
not
be both.
let's not do this.
Yeah, no.
So if anyone wants to know, I will not be watching the movie, but
No.
you know,
You do you.
you do what your conscience allows you to do. But yeah, that's it. Let me
Yeah, take a deep breath.
let me get down from the soapbox.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have Twitter and Instagram. They're both at SY2II Podcast. Also, don't forget to send us your movie stories or your movie requests. Were you like in this movie? Were you one of the girls in the like sorority house?
Right. Do you also support Cotton?
Do you? Yeah. Would you also ride into battle with me to support Cotton?
To support Cotton, yeah.
Do you think?
Will you join our ranks?
Yeah. Do you think Cotton deserves her own spinoff? Not. She doesn't deserve like a spinoff movie. I think like some like shorts, maybe. Yeah, some good shorts would work really well for Cotton.
I want to see her succeed with her mace.
Yes. I want to see her become a perfumer. I want to see her get married to her astrophysicist boyfriend.
PhD having.
Yeah. And I want her to have a whole bunch of kids that are smarter than her. I want her to have like a Forrest Gump situation where her kids are raising her.
Jeez.
Let us know.
Yes.
Or if you have like any movie requests.
Yes, please. Another 6% on Rotten Tomatoes type deal would work.
Yeah. Also, I'd take another sorority movie because I already have one in mind, but Kelly would hate this movie.
Oh no.
What is the movie?
You're gonna have to tell me.
Sorority Row. We should watch that movie.
Sorority Row? I don't think I've even heard of that.
We should watch that movie.
Okay.
We should watch that movie.
No,
let us know if you want to watch Sorority Row. I love that movie. Like unironically, I love it. Even though it's a bad movie. I love it. Yeah, let us know at sytyi podcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to share us with your friends and your family and subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or whatever you listen to us on. Also, don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts.
Yes, please.
And continue to wash your hands, wear your mask, get boosted. You're in the future for us, so like let us know how the monkeypox situation is going. I haven't heard anything about that in a while. Let us know how that's going. Yeah, but other than that, stay iconic.
Stay iconic, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.